Team Zoom Room. It is Thursday, September 22nd. It is just about 5 after 8 o'clock, almost 10 after 8 o'clock, so I wanted to get us started. I'm recording this for our new gals, Warnell, Ellen, and Jeanette, and we will have Q&A open afterwards. And yeah, let me just make sure that I've done everything I can to make sure our new girls are here. But yes, we're going to start doing these at least once a month, And thank you to Tammy, Leanna, Mariah, and Curtis. Tammy, Curtis for being here. I am messaging our new girl, Warnell, all the things right now, the links, the meeting IDs, all the things. She says she's got a problem joining, but I said, I'm going to record this no matter what. And I'm going to screen share most of this as well, because we have such good training information that this is more of a guidance type of evening than a training, because there's plenty of training at our fingertips. Let me just go ahead and spotlight. And boom, I'm going to go ahead. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Mariah Stubbs is in the chat box asking me questions about training. I'm not sure. Tonight is the new consultant training night. I had this set up for our 3 new girls, and whatever you want to teach, you can do it on one of our power half an hours. We love it when you do that, or go live, So, but let me go ahead and start screen sharing. I'm just waiting. If I see Warnell jump in the Zoom room, I want to make sure we welcome her. And let me share my screen. So when we are brand spanking new, we have the training website. Let me just make sure. Hold up. All the things. Thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. I have the right screen up. Okay, cool. So as we get started, as I was talking to Warnell last night as well, we go to training.pureromance.com, and the first box here where it says to get started, that's where we are clicking. And I told myself to go ahead and play this. Let me see if I can get it to work. Let me see if it'll work for us.
Discover the possibilities that wait for you with Pure Romance. Now that you're a Pure Romance consultant, you've joined thousands of other women around the world who have decided to take the leap, rediscover their potential, and earn money their way. With Pure Romance, you're able to set your own schedule and work how you want. From in-person parties to virtual get-togethers to selling online from your own digital store, all while forming trusting, lasting bonds with other women by empowering and educating them about personal wellness and intimacy. Here's the best part. You're in charge. You decide where you take your business. It's all about your goals, your desires, and your drive to make it happen. It's time to get started. Welcome to Pure Romance.
And then, of course, Patty at the end of that video, I absolutely love. And as I stop screen sharing just for a second so I can turn off my music, I thought I had turned it off. It seems to still be going. That video amongst many videos. So as I do get this started, let me just start sharing that again. As we exit out of that video, you can see, let me just exit out. There we go. That is the first of the get started videos. And then there's the get to know Pure Romance, our products and brands. Getting set up is something that I was actually helping some of our new consultants do yesterday, as far as like setting up a separate email and, getting themselves organized. Let me just stop sharing for a moment. So when it comes to being a new consultant with Pure Romance, we want ladies to keep it super simple. And the first thing I was mentioning to one of our new gals last night is when I go do an in-home party, I use a party menu. I use good old-fashioned pen and paper. And I feel like that's always helped me with my success. So a pen and paper. So when you're at your parties and you have a list out, a wish list, or you have a party menu out, that helps you as a new consultant stay super organized. And getting through those first few products, you can just use the notes on your party menu. And most new consultants have 5. They have 5 practice parties to help them get set up, to help them get their rhythm, and just to start moving those butterflies around and really start getting those confidence, the confidences you need to do the business. So it takes practice. None of us begin the business knowing what to do, and none of us begin the business knowing everything about every product. Hell, I'm still learning about a lot of the products, and we do have new products that come out. So as we begin our product testing as a new consultant, and you start practicing the 5 parties that I talked to about, I say the first one's with yourself. The first one's in front of a mirror. The first one is something that you just talk to yourself. You can even start a video if you want to, turn the record button on so you can watch yourself. But if you're not ready for that, you can get in front of a mirror. That's your first one. That's you opening your box and just starting to look at the products and read about them, read off the back of the label. That's what I did. That was my note card for the longest time, was just the back of the label on the product. And I still don't show a lot. I show maybe 8 to 10 items at an actual party. So it teases them. It's foreplay. It gets them curious on what else I might have. So that way I can book more parties and show more products the second, third, and fourth time around. Talking about the second time around is when you're actual, you got some eyes on you, maybe your pets. Maybe you're still at home, so you're not in front of a mirror anymore, but now you're in front of another pair of eyes. Maybe it's your boyfriend, maybe it's your girlfriend, maybe it's your pet, dog, cat, bird, whatever you might have. You got some eyes on you. So again, you run through your party, beginning, middle, and end. Read off the back of the product. Pretend you're in front of 10 people. Start working on those confidence levels. So the third party is when you actually invite one friend. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's your neighbor. Maybe it's the coworker at work that is just dying to know about this pure romance stuff you just got into. Maybe it's the chick that you're afraid to ask because she's got lots of friends or lots of money or lots of, bougie statuses. Whatever it is, you get to ask one person. That's your third party, is a party in front of one. And me, when I did my third party back in the day, I didn't even realize I was doing it, but it was in front of 2 people. And it was my first 2-person, $200 party. And I still talk about it to this day. It made me so damn excited to leave the house for an hour. I talked to 2 people. She was devastated. She was like, oh my God, I wish I had more people. I was fine. I was still new. I really didn't mind just one other person and her. So that's your third party, where, you actually do have like one person, like an actual person in front of you. Your fourth party is when you actually make invitations. You make a party link. You make sure you're signed up for direct deposit or, pure pay. And then that fourth party is where you can really start to, gain momentum. You've already done it 3 other times. You've already run through beginning, middle, and end 3 other times. You know that your party, the 8 products you're going to show. You know that you've got this one game you love to play. And you've practiced it to a point where you've got that confidence where you can stand in front of, let's say, 5 people. 5 people makes a party. No lie. You do not have to have a huge ass party. Actually, the smaller, the more intimate, the better the question, the better the shopping goes, and the faster you get back home, in case you're paying for sitters or you're worried about your in-laws that are at the house or something else at the house you got to get back home to. Shorter, faster, more fun. Now, the 5th and final practice party. Okay. This is for new consultants to really just, start with success, start with that confidence, and keep that practice mentality going. But the 5th and final party is the one that you're going to book with a complete stranger. And it could be someone that you met at the fourth the fourth party. Now, if you feel like you want to try a different kind of party, there is Pure Romance online. So that could be your fifth. That if you want to give that a whirl, if you want to plan a 7-day online event, that's what most of us do. We pre-record some videos, we put up some funny interactive posts for a couple of days, and then the last couple of days are where we put up the shopping link, we put up some videos with demonstrations, and then at the end of that party, the ladies can shop online. Everything is shipped to them from Pure Romance. We don't have to ship anything. We don't have to stock anything for that. But as you do get your feet wet, finding out that online parties are not exactly going to pay the bills, but they are going to bring in a bit of money, and they're going to bring in a bit of practice. So you can get to know yourself talking about these products and get to, to a point where if you want to do an online party once or twice a month, just to get to know new people and reach beyond your circle of friends and find out who else out there could use Pure Romance. So as I talk a little bit more, I'm going to, scroll back over here and screen share. And let's see here. I don't see Warnell in here yet, but that's okay. That's why I'm recording this. So let me screen share one more time. So again, we watched this get started intro video, but as you scroll down, any new consultant can get to know Pure Romance, what it is. These short, they're very short videos. Like this one's a minute. So they're short, quick videos. This is how you can get to know the leadership and the founder and the chairwoman here at Pure Romance. Talk about our brands. We definitely have a lot of different brands. And then let me just come over here because we can come through. There's a lot of different brands of Pure Romance. So take time as a new consultant. None of us, when we first started, we didn't have this organized training site. This is brand new for 2022. So we've got all these wonderful brands that you can explore. And honestly, as a new gal, I would do this week by week, like take one brand a week, talk about it, get to know it, and then talk about it with your VIP group that you might want to begin. Talk about it on, on your next party. You can make it a themed party just around toys or just around the healthy living or the wellness collection. Honestly, each of these are different parties. No joke. I've had a just Pure Romance bath and beauty party, or just a Pure Romance uncover skincare line party. So there's a lot of different brands, but the get set up, I'm going to go ahead and click, because I had talked about this with a few of our new gals. Pro Academy is something that is going to be taught by Dr. Blair, and she is phenomenal. Not only will you be able to learn about the anatomy and learn about being a certified sexual health consultant, but Pro Academy also takes you through psychological selling. So it really helps you connect the product back to the person. And I love that part of Pro Academy. And there's also Pure Pay. Pure Romance Pay is where all new consultants should go and get their payday. You can order a Pure Romance card. So when you do get a payment from your website or, something, that somebody goes online to purchase and they get the payday. Or if you actually win a trip or something and you're getting paid for that, this is how we get paid. Also, scrolling down, it'll teach you different ways of like how to post on social media, how to text your inner circle, creating community, picking up the phone, I'm huge on creating contact lists. And then last but not least, you got that time to party section, which new consultants, again, take some time with that. And it gives you great resources over here, like a lubricant comparison sheet, lingerie size chart, products one-on-one, toy comparison. And then finally, as a new gal, if you just need some direction, we've got this new fast track to success 4-3-2-1. It's a strategy. It's totally scalable. It's something you can, do each month, really have some focus on what direction you want to take your Pure Romance consultant status in. So again, part-time or full-time. Now, as I kind of wrap up the corporate side of getting started, let me stop sharing for a second. Something else that we don't really dive too deep into, but I'm going to put here. that I know that I must repeat over and over again, but staying organized has a lot to do with a separate email. So let me type that in here. Separate email and a separate bank account. I wish somebody would have told me that when I first started, because it wasn't until a few years into my 13-year career where I realized I can stay most organized if I have a separate email for my business. So I've got Parties by Lawanda, and that's where my customers can email me. That's when I get the most up-to-date information from Pure Romance. And that's also what I set up with my Pure Pay, so I know when I get money deposited. So a separate email, so important. And then a separate bank account. Doesn't have to be a business checking account. The bank's gonna try to charge you all these extra fees and things. You don't have to. You work a home business from your personal home, and you can still have a personal checking account separate from that. I've had one for 13 years, never had a problem. My tax lady, all tax professionals, even my own, my own sponsor, Dana Barish, has worked out of a personal banking account. So it's good to have that separate from the bank account, because if you have deposits coming in and you need to place orders, you need to buy inventory, it's good to have that money separate so you can pay yourself. So when you've got all that money sitting in your Pure Romance account that you need to go place an order for, you place that order, whatever is different, you can just transfer to your own account that you're going to pay your bills out of, that you're going to stay organized with. So that way you can, come tax time, everything is separate. It's so easy to manage. You don't have to, put gas in your car going to a party from that bank account, and just keep it super organized, super simple for yourself. So, and then last but not least, just one more tip on my own accord, because I know that it's been a long time since I've been a new consultant. But when I was talking to some new gals yesterday, I realized you don't have to get inside of an app. You don't have to stress electronics in your shopping room, especially for those, first 5 parties. Use some good old-fashioned pen and paper. When I was new, I used to keep a small journal. Let me see if I still have one here. Yeah, just a small journal. And I would, on the first page, that would be my first party. I would write down the day, the time, how many people would have been there. And that's how I took orders, is I wrote her name, her name, her phone number, and her email. Of course, you can still get that stuff another way electronically, but for your first couple of parties, I don't want you guys stressing all that. Just have fun. Take orders, use good old fashioned pen and paper and a calculator. Okay, because the first couple of parties you don't want to stress an app, and you don't want to stress, plugging stuff into some kind of system. Write it out, calculate it. And if your first party, you forget to charge somebody tax or shipping, yes, you're going to remember to do that next time, but you're going to have that calculator standing next to you. You're going to have the ability to just, add her items up, get her a total, check her out. You can take cash, check, or charge. Square is what a lot of us use. If you're very comfortable with PayPal, you can set up a PayPal account, but this is just simple get started steps. We don't want you to stress. We don't want you to worry about too much, because there's enough to worry about. You just started a brand new job. You just started working here at Pure Romance. You're getting to know our products. You're working on Pro Academy. You're working on getting your Pure Pay set up. We want you to have fun at your first party. We don't want you to stress things. So go in with some good old fashioned pen and paper and calculator, laugh, have fun, pass around that bottle of coochie that you got in your kit. Tell everybody to sniff your coochie, because they're going to love how it smells, and their coochie can smell that good too. Oh, and everybody's going to be confident and on top of the world because of how they smell. And no joke, smelling and the actual sense of smell, it's just so important when it comes to arousal, foreplay, and getting off or getting on, or just being in a good mood in general. So when we start our parties, we usually start kind of mild and then we get kind of wild. So we'll talk about some of our bath and beauty items, and then we'll get into maybe some of our lubricants, talk about some massage, talk about maybe a piece of lingerie or two. And then we talk about 3 or 4 of our toys. And then your party's done. Look at that. You've done your first party. You're excited. You're on top of the world. People are going, like if this is your third or fourth and you got like those 1 or 2 people in front of you, or even if it's your 4th or 5th party, you got 5 or 10 people in front of you, they are going to be so happy that you are there. And they're not around their pets, their kids, their significant others. They're not being yelled at by somebody at work. They're not stressing bills right now. They're in the moment with you. Even if it's only an hour to an hour and a half of just fun. No lie. The reason I've been here for 13 years, and I'll leave you with this thought before I kill off the recording, because I like to keep it short and sweet so people can replay, and then we'll open up for Q&A time here. But the number one reason I've been in business for 13 years and I continue to stay successful is because of my parties. I make sure that people have a safe place to communicate about their sexual journeys. I give them space to be themselves, and I don't judge. I've had a line that I've used all 13 years. It's don't yuck anybody's yum. People are going to be in front of you with all kinds of desires, and you're not going to know what to say half the time. Your brand spanking new. So let them know that. Say, I just got started. I'm in training. Even you can even use my name. You could use our team. I'm in training with Team Lusty Lilies, with Pure Romance, with Pro Academy, whatever you want to say. And let them know. I think that's a great, thought, or that's a great question, or that's a great scenario. Can I get back to you? Do you mind if I take this and kind of research it? Can I get back to you? People are never mad. People are never mad that you want to help them. So just remember, keep it short, keep it sweet, keep having fun, and don't yuck anybody's yum. And 2 or 3 people, 5 people is a party. So don't stress a big guest list, especially in 2022. The smaller the party, the bigger my sales, no joke. Because that way you can really give each person your time and your energy and your experience. But no lie, 61% of people are lonely in 2022. They might have tons of people around them, but they're still lonely. So our parties give people the chance to be around other individuals that actually want to be there, that want to laugh, that want to talk sexy talk, that want to enjoy their time with each other, that want to smell and lick and taste and have an experience. And we get to do that. We get to give them space for that. We don't have to be perfect at it, but at least we know we're in training, and at least we know that we can always stay a student and always have fun. So I do want to just finish up because it is September 22nd. It is 8:30 p.m. on the dot. And we have a lot of training on training.pureromance.com. But here on Team Lusty Lilies, we also offer our guidance. So we just started this very recently. So keep a hold of these dates. But on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, and then on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock, every single week, we do a power half an hour. So remember that, and you've always got us in your back pocket. I hope you enjoyed this new consultant training tonight. Again, it is the month of September, and I want to welcome Jeanette, Warnell, and Ellen. All of you are still within your first 60 days, so welcome to our team, and we will do this again in October. So let me go ahead, just say bye. If you're in the room with us still, I know a few girls had to jump in, jump out of the Zoom room, but if you're still here, just say bye to the Lilies for us, because we're finishing up the replay. And I'm gonna stop recording, open it up for Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And again, welcome to our team. I'll make sure the recording is up on our team YouTube channel. So thanks, ladies, thanks, Lilies, and thanks for joining our team. Bye.
Hi, Lily.